Well, hello everyone, the dynamic duo Shani and Charlie here, back and in full effect. Yes, I just want to come to you with a video because so many of you guys have been asking questions about Charlie, and I want to just try to highlight and shout out your comments and answer your questions, and hopefully it will help you in your decision whether or not you want a Sun Conure, or if you just, just to tweak your interest. I don't know. And I do have to be honest, I feel some type of way simply because it's Shani and Charlie's channel, but everyone, you want to know so much about Charlie, no one wants to know anything about me. I mean, I don't know, but no, I'm just kidding. But okay, so the first comment here is from Gecko Dim. Can you tell us a story of how you met Charlie? That would be very interesting for me. And thank you so much for that comment, and here's how I met Charlie. Yes, how Charlie and I met. It is it's not really an interesting story. I was going through, it's when I first started going through my divorce. I had moved into my new house, and it was just me and my dogs or whatever. And I'm like, I've always been an animal lover, and I've always wanted a bird. But my husband at the time, he's like, you're not getting a bird, you're not getting a bird. You got 2 dogs living in the house, you're not getting a bird. So I'm like, okay, so I can get a bird now. So I went and I got 2 parakeets, not knowing that if you get 2 parakeets, they won't bond with you, they will bond with each other. So I had 2 parakeets that just bonded with each other. I mean, to this day, they don't deal with me at all. So some type of way, I can't remember how, but I came across a Logan Paul video, and I saw his bird Maverick, and I'm like, this is a beautiful bird. I hadn't seen a Sun Conure before I saw that video. And so I researched and I found out what type of bird it was. I learned, I did a lot of research about him. Then, no sir, you have to get up on my shoulder, up, up, up. There you go. But I did a lot of research, and I'm like, okay, I want to get this bird. I couldn't find anywhere locally that sold the bird. The closest place was like about 2.5 hours away. I just could not travel that far for a bird, and plus I didn't want to drop Sun Conure money at the time. Someone on my job told me about this pet store called Petland. It was like, if you want to get some stuff for your birds, you should go to Petland. He told me where. I had never heard of Petland. Up here, Charlie. They told me where the store was, and I had never heard of it. So I went to the store, and when I walked back to the little bird section to get some toys for my parakeets, lo and behold, this beautiful bird was sitting there. So in his cage, and I mean, we connected. It was like love at first sight. We met eye to eye. Well, so I was like, this is what a bird that I've been looking for, blah blah blah. And I said, well, how much is he? She said $600. I was like, yeah, not gonna do that right now. So she let me take Charlie out, and you can tell he wasn't handled. He was handled some, but he wasn't really handled a lot. So I started going to visit Charlie like 2 to 3 days a week on my lunch break, and I would spend my entire hour lunch break with Charlie, just playing with him, talking to him or whatever. It got to the point that when I walked in, he knew it was me. Like, he started going bananas, and the shop owner told me that I was the only person that Charlie did that with. And so and they named him Charlie. The name came from the pet. I just never changed his name. So after about visiting him for like a month or a month and a half, I went in there one day on my lunch break. I said, hey, can I put a deposit down on Charlie, because I just can't give that much money up at one time. And the lady was like, no, if someone else coming here at full price, I'm gonna take their money. So you have to pay full price for them. So I went back to work, and I thought about it. I pondered. I'm like, you know what? If Charlie is still there when I get off work at 5:30, I'm gonna buy Charlie. So I went. I got my money out my bank. I got the money out the bank. I went to the pet store, and Charlie was still there. And so she was like, well, I'll throw in his cage for $100. and he has a huge cage, and I'm like, okay, cool. So $700 later, me and Charlie. So that's how Charlie and I met. Charlie and I met because I went to buy food for another bird and had been looking for a Sun Conure, couldn't find one, and he was right there. So that's how we know it was meant to be, right? He's such a sweetie. But Charlie came into my life at a point when I was broken. I was really severely broken, heartbroken, and it wasn't Charlie that healed me. It was just prayer and my relationship with Jesus and just focusing on him. But Charlie was a huge help, because I had so much love in my heart, and I was able to give some of that love to him. So that's why I love my birds so much, because at a time when, you know, I was just completely broken, it's like so much happiness and joy came. Like I said, once I started back focusing on my relationship with Christ, and once I got my bird and just started to love on him. So, I mean, they're amazing birds. I recommend you watch my Is the Sun Conure for You video before you decide to get one, if you're thinking about getting one. But I think this video has gone on long enough, and I hope this shed a little bit of light on my relationship with Charlie, how we met, how we became so close. And if you have any more questions, I do have more videos coming up, because there was a lot of questions asked about Charlie, and I didn't want this video to be too long. But as usual, thank you so much for watching, and tune in for the next one. And again, toodaloo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He says bye-bye on the inside. Bye, guys.